He just said it like that. That line came out of his mouth. It's getting better every Wednesday. And I said, well, Arundel, that's your song. We've got to write that song. So I grabbed a guitar and I just asked him to sing it to me.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
Now, we get emails and conversations and chats that happen here at Get Radio. And when Beth from Sobell House got in touch a few weeks ago, said, you must have a chat with Tom. There's an amazing thing that he has done as part of the Oxford University Hospitals Foundation Trust Music Therapist that you must hear. It's absolutely great. It's absolutely incredible. Would you be of interest? And I was like, absolutely, I would. So I'm really pleased that we've got Tom Crook on the line now. Tom, good morning to you.
Good morning, Rich. Hello.
Thanks so much for joining us. As I mentioned just in the song, just before we came on, this is a really interesting and a kind of a little passion project of mine.
Right.
Music therapy. Just tell us a little bit about your job and role first up, Tom.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm the music therapist here at Sobell House Hospice. And I use music as a means of emotional and psychological support for our patients and their families. If you can imagine, coming to a hospice is overwhelming. People, are frightened of these sort of places, don't know how to even find the words to talk about what they're going through or why they're here. Music and art are other ways that we can explore that emotional impact. So we're all used to music. We all have music in our lives. People listening to the radio this morning, enjoying Kate Nash and all the other music you've been playing. It's another way we express ourselves.
I've always, and you sort of alluded to that. That's what I've always loved about music. It is that amazing thing that can transport you to a place. It can evoke the happiest of times, the saddest of times. We've all watched films, and without the music, would you laugh, cry, be overjoyed,
exactly.
Shocked? All of these things. If you listen to those films without that music. The music is the driving force in all this. And that's what my passion and love for music has come from. I ended up in the radio side of things because I'm tone deaf, essentially. But just kind of learning and kind of hearing about how music can help people. Yeah. That's an amazing, incredible thing.
And you don't have to be a musician to benefit from music therapy. It is, as you say, just having music in your life and being moved by music. Every event, every occasion, every celebration, we underscore with music. If you think of the Queen's funeral a couple of years ago, there was music played endlessly for 24 hours. This is how religious celebrations, secular events, all underscored by music. And we understand music. It's an integral part of who we are. When we're born, we sing immediately to a baby. Nursery rhymes, lullabies is part of the attachment process, that musical connection that we make. And when we sing with other people, it forms serotonin, dopamine, all these feel-good chemicals in the brain. And it helps that bonding process, that social currency that we feel together when we're in music together.
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating how deep music goes. I mean, you touched on it there. Just the fact of singing "Happy Birthday." Everyone knows that, and everyone joins in. Everyone singing. It is just there. Now, explain a little bit about your work with the Living Well music group, because I kind of Beth sold it to me as a think perfect day children in need moment, which is a big build up to this.
Well, it was so Living Well is our day hospice. It's a place where patients can come in from home on a Monday and a Wednesday, I think. It's a group of 8 or 9 patients. There's support there from volunteers, from nursing staff, from the Living Well team. In the mornings, they'll do some creative activities, or someone might come in and give them a talk. There's a lunch then, lunchtime, and then after that, we have a little music group. We all get together. Usually takes the form of a listening group, that sort of desert island disc model, where people just choose a piece of music to listen to and tell us why it's important to them, a relevant story, or the memories it evokes. And it's always interesting, that forensic listening, to sort of hear what people bring along and what's been important. It gives you an insight into their lives. But one week, I suppose this is about 6 weeks ago now, I said that sort of, good morning, how are you all? How's your day been? And they all seemed quite positive. They were all upbeat. So, oh yeah, we've had a great morning. It's been great being here, being with all the others. And then a lovely gentleman called Arundel said, "It's getting better every Wednesday." He just said it like that. That line came out of his mouth. "It's getting better every Wednesday." And I said, "Well, Arundel, that's your song. We've got to write that song." So I grabbed a guitar and I just asked him to sing it to me. I played a chord and he sang the line in this lovely lilting sort of tone. It's slower than I thought. I thought it was going to be an upbeat song, but it was a kind of more laid back song. And we just sang through that a couple of times, this line, and people added more words in the group. We came up with a few more lines, a bit more structure to the song. And then before the end of that session, they were like, "We've got to record this. We've got to put this out. This is fantastic." We got all very excited. We've a music therapy student on placement with us at the moment, Helena, and she added some cello to the piece. She's a cellist, so added her cello. Also, one of our community nurses, Moses, is a great saxophonist. So they were very keen that he played on the track. So he added some saxophone. And the song's built up over the weeks to what it is now.
It's an amazing thing. And it's funny, isn't it? Just from that line from Arundel, which even just jumped out then and there. As soon as you said it, you spotted it and just went, "That it has to be a song." Little did you know that you were heading down to Abbey Road to record everything else and everything in between.
Well, yeah, but it was a great line, and it summed up how we felt about this group every Wednesday. The Living Well facility here at Sobell House. It just summed it up very nice. Every Wednesday is getting better. Coming here helps me. And he summed it up in such a poetic way that it deserved to be held by music.
Absolutely does, and I think that is the perfect way that we can intro the track. Now we have it here for you. Would you like to give a proper radio introduction, Tom? I'll let you have it.
I'm not sure.
Moment.
I think the title is. I'm not sure we've even got a final title yet. I think it's going to be called On a Wednesday. So here you are. This is the Wednesday Living Well group with their own composition, a song called On a Wednesday.